Hey there friends, Foster the Canadian here, and today I'm showing you another mod showcase. Now this mod showcase is the Fairy mod. Now, I'm actually really shocked that this isn't one of the more popular mods for Minecraft right now because it actually is pretty fantastic. So, before I get into the actual mod, you can see one of the fairies over there hovering around. Let's get into the items. So, right here we got your fairy food. Now this is food that you would feed to a fairy to tame it. Now this is for a very special fairy. This is for the Queen Fairy. All this is for the regular old fairies. This right here, the glistering melon, you feed to a queen. So we got the melon, the cake, the apple, cookies, sugar that you can feed to a regular fairy. And let's take some of that. Let's just take some of that right now. Take that too, just in case. Right here we have tools. Now, what this does. Now these signs I'll get to in a little bit. But what these Eyes of Ender and Ender Pearls do is if your fairy strays too far from you, we'll use one of your ender pearls to pop back next to you. So that's pretty handy dandy right there. Task items. Now this is actually really, really cool. So if you place a sign, like I said, next to a chest with your fairy's name on it, and you stand next to it for a certain amount of time, the fairy will then be binded to that area. And if you have different items in the chest, that fairy will use them for different tasks. For instance, if you have shears, the fairy will go around and shear any nearby sheep. If you have any wheat, it will breed animals, it will plant saplings or food if there's an iron hoe there so it can make some farmland going. It will chop down trees with an iron axe, and if you have a fishing rod, it will fish, it will eat food if it needs to, and it will use bone meal to aid in the growing process with the different crops. So that's pretty handy as well. Leave that here for a bit though. Now this is interesting. You feed these to your fairies to make them wild. Now I'm going to take some of this and let's see if we can get ourselves a little fairy friend. Oh, before I forget, which I have already. If you have a piece of paper on you, you can use it to name your fairy friend. Okay, we got a few fairies over here. Now, this, by the looks of it, I believe is a scout fairy, judging by what it's wearing. Now, the fairies will actually be in different classes and whatnot. You can kind of tell by what they're wearing. Look at them. Just look at them. They're kind of scary when they're surrounding me like that. Oh, we got a ninja fairy. So they do different things. For instance, if I attacked that ninja fairy, it would poison me and then run off. I believe you would retaliate, you little warrior fairy. The scout fairies, I believe, would just flee. And the regular fairies will flee as well. Now, let's see if we can get one, or maybe even find a queen fairy. Queen Cloudy Star, there we go. So this right here is a queen fairy. Now, you can actually attack and defeat the queen fairy, and then the queen fairy will go around and, well, let's just test it out, shall we? Alright, Queen Cloudy Star, just stand still so I can, oh, wrong one. Hit the wrong one. I'm being beat up by fairies. This is frightening. Oh, what? What? Okay. Man, they sure group up on a guy, don't they? Alright, so that was a little hit to my ego. And, man, they are powerful. But as you see, when you attack a fairy queen, the retaliation is pretty devastating, and all the followers will, of course, retaliate. Are you gonna be friendly here? You gonna be friendly? Man, okay, so let's get one of these fairies on our side. Now, just a heads up, I believe if you want to tame the Queen Fairy, you actually have to defeat all the followers. Not entirely certain if that's true by the wording, but I think that's the case. Now you're a medic fairy, so you'll actually heal us as you fly along. So let's make you our friend. Hey, hold on. Hey. Oh, look at you. Oh, Bouncy Boo is kind of lonely without a leader. Oh, hey there. Hey. Oh, wow. So if you right-click on them, let's get into third person here. If you right-click on them, they'll let you fly for a little bit here. Oh, and then you glide down. Bouncy Boo. Oh, man, that's almost too cute. In fact, I think it might be a little too cute. I'm gonna get cooties or something. Okay, let's get you off there, Bouncy Boo. Okay, so Bouncy Boo, as you may have noticed, I'm a little hurt. So hopefully Bouncy Boo will be able to heal me on this journey. Now, oh, look at him. Okay, now, I actually, I'm not too fond of the name Bouncy Boo, so let's see if we can name you. Oh, yeah, there we go. I believe the fairy actually has to be on the ground when we name her, so, Bouncy Boo, can you land? Land, Bouncy Boo, please. I command you to land. Oh, here we go. Bouncy Boo, you gonna do it? There we go. Okay, here you go, Bouncy Boo. Ah, enter a custom name. Wonderful. Okay, so let's name you, let's name you Two Shot. There we go. Two Shot. Two Shot the Fairy. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So, let's show off some of the things that this fairy will be able to do. Oh, fairy's got a pig friend. It is Two Shot. Okay, so as I said, if you place a sign with the fairy's name next to a chest, it will do certain things depending on what is in the chest. So let's show that off a little bit before we get into what else the fairy can do. Come on, Two Shot. All right, so let's test this out, shall we? We got a chest there, so I'm going to put right here Two Shot. All right, now let's see how long it takes for the fairy to get the idea here. I think it shouldn't be too long. Oh, in fact, we should probably move the chest so the sheep don't jump all over it. Oh, okay, so as you see, the little @ symbol next to the name has changed, and now the fairy's going around cutting down grass, which is helpful. But let's see if we can get Two Shot in here. All right, Two Shot, there you go. Fairy Two Shot, hey, get in here. We got some wheat here for you. Oh, you put the seeds in the chest. Good for you. Now let's see if you get. Oh, are you doing it? Are you making the sheep breed? Let's see how long this takes here. Okay, so it looks like oh, they did it. They bred. They did breed. That's friggin' cool. All right, so shears. Oh, that's a good fairy Two Shot. Did you put the wool in the chest too? You did. Oh, wow. That's actually even more helpful than I thought it would be. So let's see how far we can get this fairy to go. Let's put that in there. Let's put some of that in there and some of that in there. See if the fairy will actually get a farm going. All right, Fairy Two Shot. You got your name right there. Let's go. Oh, let's fix this. All right, so from what I've noticed, they'll wander off and the name will go back to normal occasionally. But let's see if we can fix that just by placing the sign down real quick here. Oh, wow, look at that. There we go. Did you just plant I think you planted the wheat seeds. That's pretty handy right there. Let's get everything in here. Let's put the oak sapling in there. Let's put the axe in there. Let's see how far this fairy will go. Let's put the fishing rod in there. And wow. Oh, you're harvesting this is friggin' cool. Wow. So the fairies definitely need to be in the light. So if you go in a cave, make sure to bring a lot of melons so you can feed them and keep them healthy, because they do get sick when they go in the dark. Now, aside from that, the fairies, depending on their class, will do different things for you. For instance, this fairy will heal you from time to time. The attacker fairies will guard you and make sure to fend off any creatures. And I'm pretty sure that the regular fairies will just do this kind of stuff. Oh, wow, you went outside of the gate, but that's all right. You're going a little crazy here with the farming. I think I need to take that away from you. Hold on. There we go. That's enough farming for you today. So, let's test out what happens when we make the fairy go wild. So I got a spider eye right here. All right, Fairy Two Shot. It's time for you to go wild. Would rather die than eat that gross thing. Hey, spider eyes are pretty good. You haven't tried it. Don't knock it. So then you have to recapture the fairy. There we go. Back to Bouncy Boo. There we go, easily persuaded with that yummy snack. Now, sugar, from what I understand, is the only one that takes a while to actually work. So you might have to get a few sugar before the fairy starts following you. That's all right. One thing I forgot to mention is if you take the sign, let's take this down here. Let's rename you Two Shot again. Let's get you going here. All right, Two Shot. There we go. Perfect. Well, yeah, you're good. You're good. All right, so you're back to being Two Shots. So when you place their name on the sign, they'll wander only 6 blocks from it. But if you add this will double the amount that they're allowed to travel. So this will go up to 12 blocks from the sign. Let's put Two Shot in here again. Now, I'm not sure if there needs to be a space. Let's put let's go back and fix that. Let's put a space in there. Not sure if there needs to be a space, but I do know that the name can be placed anywhere on the sign and it will work. So, let's see how long it takes for Two Shot to get the idea over here. Come on, Two Shot. There we go. Perfect. So now you'll be able to wander a considerable distance and help me out quite a bit. So, go check out this mod. This is way more in-depth than I thought it was when I downloaded it. And, yeah, absolutely go show the mod makers some love and give them some diamonds on Planet Minecraft or post on the forum, on the Minecraft forum, wherever it is. And until next time, this is Foster the Canadian. Two Shot the Fairy, farming better than Farmer Logan, saying see ya.